What is up, guys? It's Dr.Pep here, and welcome to a deck profile. Now, I'm actually going to be doing 3 today. Well, not in this video, but 3 in one recording, since this is the day. If you looked at the I'm Back video, I'm recording a bunch today, and so yeah. So I'm doing 3 deck profiles today. I know that's a little much, but they won't all be uploaded in the same day, most likely. So this was actually requested, well, not requested, but I made a DDD and Karakuri replays because my frog replays weren't working. It was just supposed to be my replays, but they weren't working. The frog ones, so it just ended up being DDDs and Karakuris. Hey, doggy. Sorry, I have my dog on my bed right now, and so he never replied to me because I was like fucking 5 days late on replying to him, since I don't have internet still. But I did end up eventually being able to reply to him, and he said I would like to see a deck profile. He never responded which one, but you know, so that's why I'm doing multiple. So I did 2, which was DDDs and Karakuris. I don't know if this is all like messed up, like you know, the wind. So sorry if it's a little windy. I have my mic really close to my mouth. See, like that. Sorry, I didn't mean to hurt yours. But this is my Karakuris, and I'm going to be doing DDDs, or DDs, however the fuck you want to call it. And then I'll be doing Shadal Trains, actually, because that's actually a deck that I made recently while I haven't had any internet. And so I'll show you guys that as well. Okay, so for Karakuris, what we got, and if you guys want to see replays of the Karakuris and DDDs, link will be in the description to the replays of both. And yeah, alright. So first we got Machina Fortress. Just one. I mean, it's machines, and he's, I guess, pretty good. It's just easy to pull him off, and he's a pretty decent beater. He's the highest beater out of these. Yeah, I thought he was pretty good at just one. He seemed pretty useful. Okay, then this Karakuri Ninja, I'll just call them by the number, 7749, or oh, I didn't even know, Nanasik. So I have 2 of him. He's actually not that hard to get out. I know he's level 5, but, kind of like with number 224, or Ninishin. You could just, if you only have him and her in hand, you can just normal summon her, and then normal summon again. He's pretty easy to get out, and he's also pretty good discard, for discarding too. And also with like the synchros, you can special summon him and get more damage out on the board, and also get some draw power if you have some monsters in defense position. 3 Solar Windjammer. Now I've looked at a lot of deck profiles of this deck, and just kind of looked around. Almost every single one has 3 Solar Windjammer. And, he's pretty good. I mean, you can increase his level by 1. And so he could be level 6. And then you have a 6, 7, 8, 9. So you can go into, like, Trish, which is my only level 9 that I have. I only use it as a level 5. But yeah, 3 of him, always good. Just in case you run out of monsters, you need to special summon something so that you can synchro and whatnot. 1... Masanachia, fuck, I'm gonna mess all these up. Just kind of like another non-tuner. That's the main reason why I put him on. But he can also gain some attacks, so that's pretty nice, and it's permanent attack gain. So that's always nice. What, puppy? Sorry, I have a dog. 2 Quake. Sorry, you guys can see him. He's another non-tuner, and non-tuners I thought were pretty needed in this deck because there's a lot of tuners, a lot of tuners. So he's pretty good when he destroys a monster, and since the graveyard, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower Karakuri from the graveyard and defense position, so that's also a good plus. He's just a 17 beat stick though, so that's a little concerning, but he is a non-tuner, and non-tuners are definitely needed in this deck. Now I run 2 of him, and I actually might bump him up to 3 and take out like number 6318 over here. Because when this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, so you like set him or something, you can special summon one from the deck in attack position. Now, in theory, right, they'll attack over it, and you special summon something in attack position. But if you guys didn't know, Karakuri will change their from attack to defense when your opponent attacks them, so you won't take any damage from your next attack. And it also could be like a Shinkiro, so that's not destroyed once per turn by battle, you know. And so it kind of gives you a little bit of a gate, kind of like a gateway. So if you don't really have anything, you can set him. They run over it, and you can special summon something else to protect yourself or something to set up your next plays and that kind of stuff. I did have him at 3. I think I took one of him out to put one of the Quake. One Assassin, so he's the dog. He's a level 4 tuner, which is nice, but he's not all that great. I never thought he was all that great. When you take battle damage involving this card, all face-up Karakuris gain 800 till the end phase, but that's really about it. And if he's in attack position, it cannot be destroyed by battle. So if he was in defense position, he gets attacked. It's not destroyed, but you take damage. But then all your monsters gain 800 till the end phase. It's I thought it was just Then we got one Zazink. And what he does is when it's flip face up, you can select one monster on the field and send it to the graveyard. So it's just kind of like a little flip destroy effect. Then 2 Najipinchi. A lot of people, it's usually 3 of him and 3 of Ninishi, but I never really saw him as that good unless you pull off like a synchro with Steel Shogun MDL 00X, and then you turn him to defense and get a plus, and you get a +1, I guess. You get a draw, you know. But he was never really that super important because there's a lot of tuners like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 8. There's 8 tuners. I mean, that's a lot of tuners. So I didn't think he needed to be run at 3, in my opinion. This card, on the other hand, Ninishi, definitely 3 staple in every Karakuri deck. I don't give a fuck who you are. This is a 3 staple. I don't care. You basically normal summon twice. Simple enough. Normal summon her. Normal summon a level 4. Go into an instant level 7 synchro. Definitely mandatory in my opinion. 2, Nashichi. Now this is just another it's kind of like a searcher in the deck. So when it's normal summon, you search. And I know it has really shit stats, but there's a lot of cards that'll change it to, not a lot of cards, but there's cards that'll change it to defense position. So that's not all that important. And you usually search out like Ninishi, but if you already have a Ninishi in hand, then you probably would search for something else, like some other non-tuner if you have all tuners in your hand or something like that. And then I actually had this at 3. I don't know why it's at. Why I think I bumped something up or took one out to put a spell in or something like that. But I have 2 Shinkiro. Now you can actually have this at 3 because it's not destroyed by battle once per turn. So it's actually really good if you just don't have anything and you need to stall for a little bit and just set that. It's attacked and then they have to attack over it again. Just kind of a stall card, in my opinion. And I think that's what it should be used for. You can use it as a tuner, which I have used it sometimes. They only have one monster. They attack. It's not destroyed, and then you use it as a tuner next turn. So, good card. One Regeki. Everybody knows why Regeki's in here. I have a double summon in here. Just sometimes you really need a double summon. Maybe you just have, I don't know, a Inasachi and another like a level 4, and so you could go into a level 6 synchro like a Goyo Guardian or something like that. And it's just sometimes needed because you don't always have this Ninishi, and so sometimes it's just needed. Or you can discard it with like Twin Twister or something like that. Soul Charge, it's a synchro deck. Soul Charge is basically a staple in every synchro deck and almost every deck. But it can cost a lot. So I always have a Soul Charge in there for synchro purposes. One Upstart because, my homie Upstart put the one man, that ban list killed me. 3 Karakuri Cache. Now you select one face-up Karakuri monster you control and add one level 4 or lower Karakuri monster from the deck to the hand. Great searcher if you only have like a fucking Inisachi. You can actually add this spell from it. So if you want to kind of like thin out the deck, you can normal summon him, search out this card, turn him to defense, search out another card, So it's a great thinner, and it also searches basically every card. This searches monsters. This searches out every Karakuri card. And so it's just a great searcher, and it turns them to defense, so you don't have to worry about taking a bunch of damage if you summon something low. Jesus, I could not say that. Alright, limiter removal. Machine deck. Simple enough. Right? Alright. 2 Twin Thruster, back row, pendulums, whatever the fuck, Now this, I've not seen this in almost any Karakuri deck. 3 Anatomy. So each time the battle position of a Karakuri monster is changed, you put a counter on it. It can have 2 counters, and you can send it to the graveyard and draw 1 for each counter, right? So this is actually, I think, was a great draw power card. I use it all the time, actually. Just like you can put activate this Nishipachi and summon it and change defense. This gets 1 counter. You can send it to the grave, draw 1. It's kind of like what is that? Oh, there's a pot. There's one of them that like you wait turns and then it gains a counter for each turn, and then it can have a max 2, and you send it to the graveyard and draw. It's like Shards of Greed or something like that. And so it's like that, but it's a little faster because it's Karakuris and they're always changing battle positions and that kind of stuff. So I run 3 just for draw power, since this deck doesn't have much draw power and not much searching. It has a few search cards. I think it has 5, right, in this deck. Yeah, 5. And, it technically has 5 draw power cards too. So 2 Call the Haunted. Sometimes you need to get out your boss monsters like your Synchros or your Nanashik. So you just want to it's kind of like if it's almost game, you call the Haunted something that'll save you or something like that. 2 Solemn Strike and 1 Solemn Warning, kind of needed in the meta today. And yeah, that's what I got. Okay, so now we want to run Trish, 1 Scrap Dragon, 3 of the Burrito. I'm gonna call him Burrito, okay? So what he does is when this card is Synchro Summon, you can special summon 1 Karakuri monster from the deck. Once per turn, when the battle position of a face-up Karakuri monster is changed, draw 1 card. So you usually would summon him and then find Nasher, and then he's changed position automatically because of his effect, and you draw a card. That's basically it. 2 Buri. Now, when he's Synchro Summon, you can special summon 1 Karakuri, and once per turn, you can select 1 face-up monster on the field, change the battle position. So let's say your opponent has a Marshmallow on, and you just can't destroy it at all because you have no card effects that can destroy it. Well, you can change its battle position and just keep running and them take damage. Or if there's something that has 2 out of attack, you could change its battle position and run over its defense. So good card. 1 Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. It's pretty fucking good card. Goyo Guardian to steal a monster and synchro with it next turn. 1 Nat Beast, and you can pull off Nat Beast pretty easily in this deck. You just need a level 2 tuner, and actually you can't pull it off all that easy thinking about it. You need a level 2 tuner and Shank, but if you can pull it off, I mean it's pretty nice. Yeah, or a level 3 tuner and this the Searcher. So it's actually kind of decently easy. I only have 1 though, 1 Nat Beast. And then we have the Nova and Infinity combo, because there's level 5 machines in here. There's 5 level 5 machines. It's not too hard to pull off either. 1 101, 1 Castell, and 1 Wind Up Zen Mains. Pretty decent cards, nothing too bad. I don't have much for the side deck. I was thinking about these cards. See, like you can have another Nashi Pin or another Shinkuro. But that is your choice, of course. But this is my Karakuris. I'll link the replays in the description so you guys can see replays of this deck. There's a lot of replays of this deck, and it is actually pretty good. Of course, not meta, but it can hold its own. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, thank you all for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and as always, have a nice day.